One thing about my Scorpio North Node that I have to eliminate out my mind is life is not fair. The Most High spoke to me and said, life is not fair. Life, drop the F and say life is air. Life is mental. Now, when you are of a Venus North Node, you are here to figure out how to make life fair to you. Because how life is fair is different for everybody. I mean, yeah, it's different for everybody, but in similarities, they're the same. But you have to figure out, when you have a Mars North Node, you cannot put it in your brain that you're trying to make life fair. Life is always gonna deal you a deck of cards that you just had. Like I said earlier, you have to be mentally sharp and psychologically sharp to just deal with it. And because of your mental faculties, as Bob Proctor would say, or your perspective on life, you're able to make the use of it because of your psychology. Like, I was still able to make sales when I was homeless because of my psychology, not because of my situation, but that was because of my psychology. So what I'm learning is, and again, mental, right, mind. So I'm learning that I can't look for life to be fair at all, or I can't care for life to be fair. I have to say, if and it's hard. It's hard. I mean, can hold you. And one thing I've accepted is I had to accept this ideology of if I want something, I have to fight like fuck to get it. And there were so many my circumstances in many regards are not for me. And what I mean by that is it's not the most favorable. And like I heard when I was listening to this tarot card reading, you have everything you need to succeed, right? And I was like, sometimes I hate that phrase because that means that you have to work with what you have. You have to work with what you have instead of work with what you want to have. And that's one of the most frustrating things ever, because it makes you not hallucinate in the ideology of life is fair and give me what I want and all this other stuff, right? And it just always made me understand on some real shit. Like, I couldn't afford for me to say, oh, life is fair, why is this happening to me? Life is not want is a huge no for me anymore. I have to say I desire something, because want is a double entendre, because like want means you have it but you don't have it, right? And this is the life I desire, and this is how I'm gonna walk in it, right? And where my spirit within me is like, you know what to do. It's just that, are you willing to do? And that's my rising in Leo, right? Am I willing to do what I wrote down, that I'm gonna commit to that as much as I can to get to that goal? You know what I'm saying? And it's hard because there comes with sacrifice, lack of joy, lack of just I don't get what I want. And even when I go into this position of want, I got to be very, very careful of it, because if I delve too much into want, it's a gluttonous wonderland where you may not come out for a while, and it's because it's so enjoyable. The life of want is so enjoyable that you don't want to go back to necessities and your mission and your goals and your drive, because it's like you have what you want, so it makes you comfortable, because with want comes comfort. And the life I chose was very much a life of very disciplined ideology. And every time, I think I've created a universe where I can't go back, where if I go back to my old self, it really would not work for my life, and I know that for a fact. Like, I can't, like, you get to a certain, it gives me the chills, bro. You can't, when you evolve to a certain place, you going back, it's not even about logical sense. It doesn't make vibrational sense, because it's like trying to fit a circle in a square. And last but not least, let's see a butterfly, right? I've been seeing that every single day as I'm outside. Every day. That same butterfly every single day. There comes a certain place where it's like going back will destroy you more than going forward.